Hello again, West Texas. Let's get right into it. There is a lot going on across the state thanks to this cold front right now that's right on top of that I-20 line and that dry line just ahead of that front. That's giving us not only some cooler temperatures, but some very gusty winds. We've even been seeing some severe weather concerns up in North Texas that we'll get more into in a second. We just want to see that difference in temperatures right now down in Laredo, far south of that cold front. They're sitting at 93 degrees, feeling like summertime in this mid-March right now. Up behind that front, up in Amarillo, 34 degrees. That's almost a 60-degree difference between the top of the state and the bottom of the state. Now, Abilene area down to 67 degrees. They're starting to feel that colder air move in with that front. Here in San Angelo, still ahead of that front, we're sitting at 80 degrees. Even as that front moves further south, we're going to start to feel those impacts. But right now, we do have a wind advisory in effect for a good bit of the coverage area through 10 o'clock, and that tornado watch further east. It was including Easton. I see they were just taken out of that right now. Comanche County, the only county of ours that's included in that tornado watch, that's set to expire at 8 p.m. But getting back to that wind advisory at this time between now and 10, we're going to be looking at wind gusts up to 45 miles an hour. So far, some of the peak wind gusts we've seen up in Abilene, 41 mile per hour wind gusts, 40 mile per hour wind gusts here in San Angelo. Midland so far seeing the heaviest wind gusts at around 43 miles an hour, but overnight looking to still see wind gusts over 30 miles an hour after midnight, and then getting into your Friday morning, wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour are still likely. So even though it won't be quite as breezy getting into your Friday morning, still going to be looking at some pretty breezy winds. So this was earlier this evening, just after lunchtime. That front was right at the base of the Panhandle. We were starting to see that the severe thunderstorm activity in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Within the next hour, that front starting to move more into the Concho Valley at that point. And as it moves further south overnight, that's when we're going to start to see the development of those showers and thunderstorms across the southern 2/3 of our viewing area. That front moving further south into Friday morning, helping to see some of that rain in. At that point, most of the rain along I-10 and into the Heartland, but still seeing that heavy cloud cover for locations south of that I-20 line. Like I said earlier, we're going to see some much cooler temperatures behind that front. So overnight lows generally getting into the 30s for everyone. Wind chill values getting into the 20s, because we mentioned earlier, you're still going to be seeing some gusty winds through Friday morning. So that cold air and the gusty winds are going to give us these wind chill values around 27 degrees in places like Abilene and here in San Angelo. Tomorrow's highs looking to be in the low 50s, even the upper 50s by Saturday. We're going to keep this cool trend going through the first half of next week. But as we get into more of the second half of next week, we're going to see those temperatures getting back into the upper 70s, lower 80s with that next chance of rain. Back to you, Esmeralda.